Aloha! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so excited to be here today, live with you and a very, very special guest I'm bringing on for this very special day, which is all about world peace. We have the World Peace Festival coming up, and Preetaji, the co-founder of the Oneness Temple and the World Peace Festival, is coming on with us to share a beautiful, beautiful meditation for us all to enjoy and participate. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to come on here. So in the meanwhile, be ready. So find a comfortable position. We're going to be meditating together as a global family. This is such an important time on earth for everybody to come together. And we felt that the timing couldn't be more important because the world needs peace. We saw recently in Beirut, so many people being affected by catastrophic events, the climate, the global pandemic, all sorts of things happening on the planet. We need more than ever to come together as one big human family and to rise up together. And how can we do that? We can do that by first taking care of our inner world, our inner state. So Preetaji, I'm going to be sharing a video about this wonderful woman, the co-founder of the World Peace Festival, and she's also the co-creator of the Oneness Temple in India, which I had the opportunity to go to last year for World Peace Festival. So I'm going to be playing a video for you to see all about it. Let's just watch it together. 1 second as I get this set up. Okay, there we are.
Preetaji and Krishnaji are two of the most impactful transformational leaders and philosophers of our time. In their presence, seekers awaken to transcendental states of consciousness.
Most people are sleepwalking through life. We are not awake to life at all. We are lost in our daydreams. We are lost in our anxieties, in our longings, and in our battle with loneliness. And somehow we assume this to be normal. If only we can wake up and realize the true meaning of being human, then we would have actually lived before we died, instead of never having lived at all. We would have drunk love from the wellspring of life. We would have felt the fulfillment of success. We would have tasted immortal states of bliss and oneness.
When are we going to realize that we are a part of this ocean of one humanity? Genetically, neurologically, mentally, emotionally and spiritually, we are inseparable from each other. I believe that if you have to emerge into world citizens, if you have to emerge into a new generation of human beings, you must learn to dissolve your dislike of the different. Learn to love, respect, and accommodate the different. You must be watchful. You must take the responsibility to stem violence wherever you see. And if you are the one who is being marginalized, do not ever be afraid of being different. Be different with dignity. Be different with courage. I want you to be different with an awareness that underneath all these differences, we all fundamentally feel the same feelings and have the same desires. This rooting in compassion will prepare and transform you into an extraordinary heart leader for tomorrow.
At the tender age of 11, Krishnaji had an immensely powerful awakening to the universal intelligence and enlightened states of consciousness. Ever since that day, when people meditate in his presence, their minds become quiet, their true spiritual essence flows through, and life opens to a field of miracles. Along with his wife Preetaji, Krishnaji has co-founded O&O Academy, a philosophy and meditation.
Okay, I'm noticing I didn't have the screen sharing, so I'm going to come back on here and just let you guys know that I want to start the video over because it's such a beautiful video and everybody should be seeing this. I apologize for my technical ineptitude, but no problem. We're gonna play it again, and just so you all know that this is such a beautiful woman that we're about to experience. Preetaji, I got to go to her Oneness temple when I was in India last year, and it's such just a remarkable experience for anybody who has the opportunity to go there. I highly encourage it. So we're going to play the video again and then I'm going to introduce all of our beautiful people that are here today. And so thank you for your patience. Here we go to the video.
Preetaji and Krishnaji are two of the most impactful transformational leaders and philosophers of our time. In their presence, seekers awaken to transcendental states of consciousness.
Most people are sleepwalking through life. We are not awake to life at all. We are lost in our daydreams. We are lost in our anxieties, in our longings, and in our battle with loneliness. And somehow we assume this to be normal. If only we can wake up and realize the true meaning of being human, then we would have actually lived before we died, instead of never having lived at all. We would have drunk love from the wellspring of life. We would have felt the fulfillment of success. We would have tasted immortal states of bliss and oneness.
When are we going to realize that we are a part of this ocean of one humanity? Genetically, neurologically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, we are inseparable from each other. I believe that if you have to emerge into world citizens, if you have to emerge into a new generation of human beings, you must learn to dissolve your dislike of the different. Learn to love, respect, and accommodate the different. You must be watchful. You must take the responsibility to stem violence wherever you see. And if you are the one who is being marginalized, do not ever be afraid of being different. Be different with dignity. Be different with courage. I want you to be different with an awareness that underneath all these differences, we all fundamentally feel the same feelings and have the same desires. This rooting in compassion will prepare and transform you into an extraordinary heart leader for tomorrow.
At the tender age of 11, Krishnaji had an immensely powerful awakening to the universal intelligence and enlightened states of consciousness. Ever since that day, when people meditate in his presence, their minds become quiet, their true spiritual essence flows through, and life opens to a field of miracles. Along with his wife Preetaji, Krishnaji has co-founded O&O Academy, a philosophy and meditation school for impacting human consciousness that has transformed millions from over 100 countries of the world. Preetaji has led millions on profound journeys into expanded states of consciousness, helping them manifest sustained happiness and prosperity. Together, they mentor the community of faculty at the Academy. They have launched their new meditation app, Breathing Room, to lead individuals on meditation journeys for greater calm and a more optimistic outlook on life and to reduce stress. Through their new book, The Four Sacred Secrets, Preetaji and Krishnaji offer a rare transformational adventure into the power of consciousness to the readers. In the year 2008, Krishnaji created Ekam, With the blessings of his parents, Sri Bama and Sri Bhagavan, Ekam is a mystic powerhouse built on ancient mystic construction principles on very rare sacred ground, drawing immense cosmic energies. Today, during the Ekam festivals, people come from all walks of life to immerse in the divine power that floods Ekam.
This world needs to become a better place. We are definitely losing it by the day. And it is in our hands. It is in our hands to connect with the universal intelligence. It is in our hands to hold that passion, to hold that intention. It is in our hands to experience this powerful state so that we can give it back to humanity.
Every year, Preetaji travels the world leading her celebrated field of abundance retreats. Preetaji's TEDx talk at Kansas City has been viewed by nearly 2.25 million people. She has addressed many prestigious conferences, such as WME IMG Annual Conference, the annual flagship at Los Angeles, and Federation of Industries at Sao Paulo. Preetaji has addressed many prestigious academic institutions all over the world. They are mystics in whose presence seekers awaken to profound states of consciousness. Preetaji and Krishnaji are mentors to many global leaders, such as Usher Raymond, Ari Emanuel, Mike Novogratz, Tony Robbins, Lewis Howes, Casey Sheehan, Elliot Bisnow, and Ian Lopatin. Preetaji and Krishnaji, along with their daughter Loka, have created 2 massive charities, World Youth Changemakers and One Humanity Care, towards bettering the lives of youth and villages in thousands of villages around the academy in India.
Wow, thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. And I'm really looking forward to introduce you to Preetaji today. She's coming on and we'll be speaking about world peace and the oneness movement, the oneness, everything that they represent, and sharing a meditation as well. I'm really looking forward to this. When I was at the Oneness Temple, it was, I would say, one of the highlights of my whole life. It's such a beautiful energy that they hold space for there, and it truly is a remarkable just world that you're creating and movement that you've been a part of for so long, and I'm just honored to have you here, Preetaji. So thank you for being here. And
Namaste, Dashama. So wonderful to see you, so wonderful to connect with you.
Yes, so please just share whatever's in your heart. We love to hear everything that you
I'm
want
glad
say.
to be connecting
We
with all
really
your
look forward to
people at this.
meditation as well.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to connecting with your people and sharing about the World Peace Festival as well. I would say, I would take this precious moment that we have gathered here to initiate a journey into awakening. And what is awakening? It is to wake up from your spiritual slumber that actually holds you on to your mediocre existence and to awake to a life filled with purpose. It is to wake up from the illusions that keep every one of us chained in suffering. And it is to awaken to beautiful and the transcendental and the enlightened states in consciousness. It is to break free the idea of the limited self that separates you from the rest and to realize your true nature as oneness with the universe. So let us all close our eyes for a moment. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Hold your attention on your heart center as you listen to the sacred chant, which is a prayer to the universe for spiritual awakening. And the chant means, let us awaken from untruth that we are separate to the truth of our oneness. Let us awaken from darkness to light. Let us awaken from inner death to the limitlessness of our consciousness. Hold a sacred and a powerful intention in your heart for everyone who is there together at this moment, to initiate a powerful journey in consciousness today on the path of awakening. Asato ma satkamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You may gently open your eyes now. I would like to give you a brief understanding of what we mean by awakening before I lead you on to the meditation. There are 4 stages of awakening that I would like to speak to you today. And I will be using archetypes that ancient traditions across the world used to describe the various aspects of an unawakened consciousness and the various aspects of an awakened consciousness. The first stage, unawakened consciousness, is one where you are attached, which makes you obsess with various aspects of your life that you identify as being you. You become attached to your body and you live obsessing with the pleasures and pains around your body. Or say you obsess over your beauty, your appearance, your health, your age. And most part of your life is lived either thinking or worrying about your body. Your experience of your life become limited around how you perceive your body and how others are perceiving your body, or how you wish others to perceive your body. Or you live your life attached to your mind, obsessing with your emotions. You either indulge in emotions, wallowing in painful states like sadness, loneliness, hurt, or anger. Or you live avoiding and fighting those emotions that are painful to you, say like fear or pain of loss or failure or a rejection or a grief. Either way, you're living your life visiting and revisiting these emotions again and again. You become attached to your pleasant memories and obsess about them, and living your life lost in the past, or you're trying hard to forget your past pain and live your life fighting your past. In an unawakened state, you live worshipping your limited self, and you live your life incessantly attempting to glorify your limited self. Certain ancient traditions of the world compare an attached, obsessed, or a fear-driven consciousness to that of a poisonous snake that guards its treasures and gemstones. The snake symbolizes the earth-bound consciousness that painfully crawls on the ground. It is interesting that the snake, which is so attached to its treasure, cannot even enjoy the treasure. Its curse is its attachment. Its body full of poison. The snake in the midst attacks anyone it imagines may take away its possession. As your consciousness awakens from this fear-driven, obsessive state, which is painful and limited, it transcends this earth-bound consciousness. The myths speak about the snake crawling into a cave and emerging out as a dragon. A dragon symbolizes an awakened consciousness that rises above attachment and that rises above obsessions. With the fire of truth and wisdom, this awakened consciousness does not allow you to slither and slumber in suffering and obsessive states, does not allow you to remain in destructive states of being. You actually become liberated from the bondages. You rise above every form of limitation. You experience a great inner freedom. You experience fearlessness. You become more present, more connected to the people around you. You're able to experience love towards the people around you. You begin to enjoy every moment and every experience that comes your way. You actually come alive in an awakened state. The second stage of awakening is what we can describe as a state of a matriarchal elephant. Have you ever watched or heard about the elephant herd? Every herd has a matriarchal elephant who leads the entire family. She is the most experienced, the wisest, the strongest, and the most compassionate of the community. She sets the culture for the herd. She makes the decisions. She trains the younger adults and males and guides the tribe to greener pastures, guides the tribe towards abundance. Sometimes this matriarch exhibits amazing qualities of adopting orphaned calves of her sisters without any sense of competition. What is more amazing is she adopts them even when there is drought or scarcity, without any fear about risking her self-interest, and protects them. In the second stage of awakening, you become the matriarch elephant. who plays the role of a protector, who plays the role of a leader for the entire herd. At this stage, your heart becomes awakened and you enter into the realm of spiritual connection. Your heart radiates a field of love that has the power to heal another and to nurture another. Your state of love would impact your partner, your children, the people at work, and you experience great connection, togetherness, and cooperation. In the third stage of awakening, you become the lion's roar. When the lion roars, all the animals in the jungle fall silent. The expression of the lion's supremacy is its roar. A roar which silences the cries, the howls of all the creatures. The same way, when you ascend to a stage of awakening, it has the power to silence all assumptions. It has the power to silence all false ideas that actually makes you feel separate and disconnected from the other. It has the power to dissolve those neural connections that cause separation in your brain to dissolve. And it awakens you to the oneness of all life. As you rise above the illusion of a separate self, you begin to see that you cannot exist in isolation to the rest of the universe. In fact, universe means one song. This state of oneness, where there is no duality, is what we call Ekam. It is the highest state of awakening that is possible in this human body that we can experience. It is the highest state possible where you live in awareness of oneness of all life. And in this state, all forms of duality ceases. Duality as the sacred and the profane, as should be or should not be, or the mine and the not mine, as the right and wrong, all dualities cease. And you begin to see entire life as a flow where everything flows into everything else. You see life as an eternal flow that has no beginning and no end. That is why we chant this sacred mantra in our meditations. Hamsa Soham Ekam, which means I am you, you are me, and we are one. This is the vision with which Krishnaji and we co-created Ekam, the oneness field. It is a mystic powerhouse that is built on very ancient energy principle and holds the power to impact the brain and the consciousness of people who meditate in its sanctum. It is created with a vision of allowing humanity to experience those transcendental and the enlightened states in consciousness. So is there any awakening that lies beyond the state of Ekam? Yes, which is the fourth stage of awakening, where one becomes a philosopher, teacher, or a Siddha yogi. At this stage, your consciousness is compared to that of a Himalayan swan that flies at incredible heights. It delights in the pure air. You rise above all duality and fly into the incredible states of consciousness. And like the swan that glides gracefully on water, Your movement through every experience of life is one of incredible equanimity. Living in this pure consciousness, you become a blessing to the world. Your presence impacts life, impacts people. I consider it a great synchronicity that we are speaking about awakening today, because in a couple of hours from now, we are beginning our third annual Ekam World Peace Festival, which is the biggest online meditation event created for a single cause: to infuse human consciousness with peace. This is a festival where over 10 million people will be coming together from over 100 countries of the world to meditate for world peace. We have people joining from over 800 educational institutions, over 1,500 organizations from over 300 cities of the world. We have around 85 television channels which will air the event live. All these hearts, the hearts of 10 million people, are going to unite for one cause: that every human being on this planet must awaken to a state of peace. And from that state of peace, relate to the family, to the organization, to the society, from a peaceful heart and a peaceful mind. Ekam World Peace Festival is not a peace activism. This is a movement in consciousness towards peace, towards compassion and oneness. I would like to invite each and every one of you to be a part of the Ekam World Peace Festival, which will be live streamed from Ekam. And I would request every one of you to meditate so that you would be contributing towards world peace. And that would be your dharma, or your responsibility towards world consciousness. Let us move into a meditation now. Are you all ready? Excellent. Please sit in a comfortable position. Hold your spine erect. Rest your palms facing skywards on your thighs. Close your eyes. Relax your facial muscles. Hold a gentle smile and breathe slowly in awareness. Now slowly chant within yourself. Aham. means I am. As you chant, feel how your body is an inseparable part of your consciousness. You are that. Now gently move your focus to the Chitakasha region, the empty space in front of your closed eyes. Breathe slowly and visualize your loved ones slowly appear before your closed eyes. Your parents, your partner, your children, your friends, your siblings. See their smiling faces. Feel their loving presence in your heart. Feel how you are what you are today because of the invaluable contributions these people have made to your life. Inhale slowly, and on your exhale, chant very slowly, Aham. Continue to chant, allowing your consciousness to expand and feel every member of your family. Feel every member of your family as a part of you. Feel totally one with your loved ones. breathe slowly. Visualize the empty space in front of your closed eyes. Slowly transform into a vast field of energy. See and feel the utter limitlessness of space. Hold a gentle smile as you feel and know the limitlessness of your own being. Inhale slowly. On your exhale, chant Aham. And each time you chant, feel yourself expanding into light. stay immersed in this beautiful space for a few moments. You may gently open your eyes. It's been wonderful to be with every one of you. Thank you so much, Dashama, for making this happen. And looking forward to meeting many of you at the Ekam World Peace Festival tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. India time. And it is a festival for 7 days. Each day is for one particular cause. And the final day, the culmination, which would be on the 15th of August, it is for infusing human consciousness with peace. Wishing that you could make it to being a part of this noble cause and to create and contribute towards world peace. We will be moving into powerful states of consciousness so that the world can actually begin to see an emergence of more peaceful and connected people and the emergence of a peaceful world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your beautiful talk and your beautiful meditation. And I highly encourage everybody watching to be a part of the World Peace Festival and to join in this oneness field, this peace field that is being created around the world. The world needs us now more than ever. And as Preetaji mentioned, peace for the world starts with inner peace for each individual, every one of us. Finding that inner peace in our mind, in our hearts, in our lives, in our homes, in our families, our communities. That is how we're going to create a ripple of peace that spreads around the world. We'll call it the peace pandemic.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, this pandemic is much more powerful than any other pandemic, so let's get it flowing. It starts with every one of us. So join the World Peace Festival. I'm going to have the link in the description of this video, but is there somewhere specific that people could come to? Is it going to be mostly on your Facebook page, or where is the best place?
It's going to be on many platforms. It's going to be on the Facebook page, PK Consciousness. It's going to be on the YouTube, Instagram. We are coming on several platforms. So
Okay.
whichever is comfortable to you, and it's on PK Consciousness. That would be the handle, social handle.
So I'll put that link in the description here as well, especially for people watching the replay. And it's just PK Consciousness.
Consciousness,
P is
yes.
Preetaji, K is her partner Krishnaji. So that's what PK stands for, PK Consciousness, which is also synonymous with the Oneness Consciousness, World Peace Consciousness. So join any of the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, or anywhere else that you can find them, and plug into this beautiful week-long journey of peace for your life. And invite your friends, tag your friends in the comments, share this video for the people that you know in your life that could use some world peace. It's funny, I'm in Hawaii, I have all these roosters. I don't know if you can hear them, but you know, roosters symbolize awakening, you know, like they wake you up in the morning, and I feel like they're so appropriate. Like the world is awakening, as you said. So, you know, allow the energy of the rooster to just jumpstart your motivation and your inspiration to really make a big shift in your life, and to be that blessing for the world, as she mentioned, as the fourth stage of awakening. Be the blessing in the world. Share your light. Shine your light. Be compassionate, kind, and peaceful. And then let that energy affect all those around you. Thank you so much, Preetaji. I look forward to bringing you on more in the future. And definitely.
Absolutely love to work with you, Dashama, and impact the world.
Yeah, actually, I talked to all the people at the Cure Joy. They said they're going to come to your temple because actually they're in Mumbai. I think Mumbai. They're not very far. He said it's 6 hours away where they are, so he's going to come visit you. And then he said, "Oh, you can do many things with us." So I'm really happy you're going to be part of the family now on Cure Joy, and also everybody else that's a part of this. We have Unify, which is an amazing community. They actually, how they got started was in 2012. They kicked off a global synchronized world meditation because everyone thought it was going to be the end of the world on 2012. So they were like, all right, end of the world party. And they threw this live meditation and it went viral. And that's how Unify got started in 2012. And so ever since then, they've been leading live synchronized meditations. So they're also obviously friends of yours, Adele and everybody. They're good friends of mine, and we were streaming over to Unify. So aloha to everyone there, and also Collective Evolution. Those are our other partners and friends, and they have a beautiful community of awakened beings that are also on this journey. And we have Evolve and Ascend. So we have this collective family of awakened communities that are spreading this energy today and sharing your meditation. So hopefully everybody appreciated and joined in. And leave a comment if anybody enjoyed that. Big thumbs up and a big namaste. Love you so much. Thank you for being here.
You should join us and be with us for the Peace Festival, Dashama, you and your tribe.
Absolutely. We will be with you. Thank you so much.
Love you so much. And whenever it is safe for the world to travel, you should come over to India.
Oh, I want to. Yeah, so is it not on the lockdown anymore in the temple?
I mean, it is still locked down here. We're not encouraging seekers now, as of now. We're just wanting to wait and see how we move through August to then figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah. We're living in the moment. I feel like
we have the Ekam Enlightenment Festival still on towards the end of the year. December, we have the Ekam Enlightenment Festival. It is on. Just hoping that everything is cleared by then and it is safe for every one of you.
What are the dates of that, the Ekam Enlightenment Festival in India?
It is in December, and I'm just waiting for the dates. It is December 9th to the 15th.
Oh, beautiful. Well, if we can travel, I'll be there.
Excellent. It'll be an amazing festival for you to move into that different realm.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh, another thing I intend to do, and I invite everybody one day, hopefully, I would like to come and do your, you have a Diksha, like a oneness blessing sort of training, I guess, where you can train to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. You should come over, and even if you're part of the Enlightenment Festival, you can stay back for the training and it happens.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. So anyway, anybody who wants to come, join me. All right, beautiful. I know you have lots of events coming in just a few hours, so I let you go and go rest and then have an amazing day in the first beginning of this World Peace Festival, and we'll be joining you as much as we can. Thank you so much.
Love to you so much. Namaste.
Namaste. And we're going to stay on, and I'm going to introduce my other guests here, and thank you all for this amazing morning. I'm here in Hawaii, so it's a super morning here. It might be wherever everyone else is, another part of the day, but I have two good friends of mine, Tony Cho and Master Sri Arkashana, and I want to introduce them individually. So we'll start, actually I don't know if the camera just switched over, so we have it now. It's right on Master Sri Arkashana, so I'll tell you a little bit about him because I met him through the World Oneness Festival, which was a friend of mine putting that on in June. And he has a wonderful YouTube channel. He was at one point big in the business world, so I think he was in the lion stage, and then he decided to awaken to the fourth stage, and now he's a spiritual teacher as well, and just sharing so much enlightened wisdom and beautiful messages on YouTube and all across the social media. So you can find him all over the place, but go to his YouTube and you can see his amazing content and messages. And I also have Tony Cho, and Tony Cho I want to introduce, and then both of you guys will have you come on and share some of your beautiful wisdom, and love to hear what you feel the world needs right now, because obviously, as you know, we all could use some uplifting, inspired wisdom from the world. So Tony Cho is an amazing, beautiful member of my soul family, and basically he grew up in ashram, and it was just a great start to, you know, really learn what it means to be in spiritual community. And then he went on to become real estate developer, so more like building cities. And now he's doing what's called Cities for the Future. So this is an initiative towards building sustainable communities and different way of living and interacting in this community setting around the world. So I really think that actually it's so appropriate, because that's, you know, the Ekam temple is really built with that kind of intention, and they have this kind of community a little bit. So it'll be wonderful to hear your thoughts as well, Tony. I don't know who wants to speak first, but since Tony is right here, we'll have you share, Tony, because
Thank you, Dashama. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be here for this incredibly impactful and beautiful day and portal that we're all entering. Oh, good. There was some background noise that I think actually just got lowered, so I can hear well. Can everybody hear well?
Yeah, I had that on because somebody is doing some construction around my house, so I'm going to mute myself.
Perfect. So it's an honor to be here as part of this Oneness Flow State gathering that Dashama, you've organized with Unify, which is an incredible organization raising consciousness around the world and bringing people together to elevate us all together towards a more sustainable and regenerative and conscious future. And yes, what you said was absolutely correct. I was born and raised in an intentional interfaith ashram, which is unique in the world of ashrams, because my grandmother, who started the ashram, was a Jew from Coney Island who had visions of Neem Karoli Baba and Jesus Christ and many other spiritual teachers that told her to teach all ways, for all ways were theirs. And so she started this intentional community in the 70s where I was born. She adopted me, and I was raised meditating and doing yoga and eating vegetarian and doing a lot of service work that helped really inform my life and my career. And I went through a whole series of different experiences, from being a nightlife promoter in South America and in Miami, to a real estate developer and investor in Miami, to now really more of a community activist, an environmental activist, a spiritual seeker, and kind of what I call an impact entrepreneur at this stage of my life. And I've been extremely fortunate to have been successful in the real estate business. And now my wife and I, Jimena, who is actually here with me, but not in the camera, who is a big part of everything we do in our philanthropic efforts and our activism efforts and what we're doing. But I just wanted to acknowledge and recognize Preetaji and Krishnaji for all the work they're doing in India. Ironically, we almost made it to the Oneness Temple. We were there in December to meet His Holiness the Dalai Lama for a big festival celebration that happened in Mungad. And we had the incredible, privilege to be in his presence with, 8,000 other Buddhist monks and, luminaries from around the world for this big celebration of Lama Tsongkhapa, who is essentially revered as the second most important Buddhist teacher apart from Buddha. And we were part of that celebration with a small group of people from all over the world. And we got to travel around southern India, and we went to Oroville, and it was just really very impactful for us. And we brought our whole family, my wife's brother and mother, and my brothers and sisters, and some friends from the ashram. And there were, I think, 12 or 14 of us that traveled around southern India together. And we went to Hampi, the birthplace of Hanuman, which is my spiritual name, Bhadra Hanuman, and spent Christmas there. So it was a very magical time, and it was right before the pandemic happened and COVID hit and really kind of transformed everything, which I think is really an incredible opportunity for transformation and elevation of consciousness. And about a year and a half ago, Dashama, we had the wonderful privilege to host you in both our retreat center, Chosen, in Sebastian, next to the ashram, as well as in Miami, in our home. And we developed a practice, which I still practice today, called Miracle Mornings. That starts with intention setting and meditation and, journaling. And today I did a beautiful meditation. I woke up today feeling this opening of this portal, not to sound, too out there, but I do feel a shift in consciousness globally and among our community and among our peers. And I think that this is really a really important moment in time for us all to come together as one tribe, as one community. And as Preetaji mentioned, forgetting our differences at this moment. It's such a critical time in humanity where Mother Earth is suffering. We have this extractive capitalistic system that needs to be adapted so that it's in alignment with nature and with humanity, and that it's equitable for all humanity. There's no reason for billions of people to go to bed hungry every night without clean water and access to healthcare and good food. It's irresponsible of us. There's plenty of resources. And so it's really the moment for us all to come together, combine our talents and our treasures and our intentions to really visualize and manifest and co-create this sustainable, regenerative world and civilization of the future. And that's really what my career is dedicated, is combining all of my skills and bringing together all of our network and all of our resources to really help transform, the built environment, which is the experience that I've had in real estate, and really creating and adapting, our practices to be more inclusive and equitable for all people, that we can build societies that are regenerative and sustainable for the long haul. And really, we have to look ahead, not to 50 years ahead or 100 years ahead, but the next year, the next 3 years, and the next 5 years that are going to form, the future for all of humanity, which is very uncertain right now. However, I'm optimistic with groups like yours and Preetaji and all of the light workers and the change makers that are ever present in our world, and sharing their voice and their intentions and their love and their compassion, because it's really magical and it's infectious. And I really do feel the shift, and it's amazing to be part of this next week of celebrations and, World Peace Festivals and all of these things that you're doing and Preetaji's doing and Unify is doing. My birthday's next Friday, so I always feel very empowered during this Leo moment and during the month of August to really, to extend our blessings and our consciousness and our experiences and share with as many people in an attempt to really help make the world a better place. So thank you so much for including me in this program. And thank you for the impact you've had on my life and the time we spent together, which is very precious in Florida. And we invite you all, when the pandemic calms down and it's safe, to come and visit, our retreat center and the ashram and some of the work that we're doing in Miami and Wynwood and the Arts District and in Little Haiti. And we invite you, if there's anybody who wants to get involved in any of this kind of regenerative placemaking and conscious development that we're involved in, please reach out to me and connect. I'm excited and passionate about this space, and I can't do it alone. And, it's going to take all of us. It's going to take the entire world really focus on solutions and really helping one another and forgetting our differences. And I'll just leave you with this idea that I was very inspired by a year and a half ago when I went to the 50th anniversary of the Apollo mission at Kennedy Space Center and got to meet some of the astronauts who were on that mission, who, when they first discovered when they were in space, the thing that most impacted them was not kind of the vastness of space or even the moon, but actually when they turned around and they saw planet Earth, and they saw how beautiful and how precious and how fragile it was. And there's actually a scientific condition that happens when one goes through that experience, which is a shift in consciousness called the overview effect. And I hope and I pray that every human being can experience that overview effect, which is that shift in consciousness and that realization
that we are all one species. We all may have different colors and different religions and different ideologies and different political affiliations, but at the end of the day, we're all under one roof, one atmosphere that's very fragile. And we are the ones who can really influence the future of this planet and the future of humanity. And I think if we come together as one unified group, we really have the opportunity to change the direction of our civilization and become more compassionate and become more in balance with nature. So thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for allowing me to share. And I look forward to future collaborations and being part of this movement.
Thank you so much, Tony. I love you. I love Jimena. I love the cities of the future. I love Magic City. I love everything that you're doing, and I support you. And the Miracle Morning, I do that as well. That's a huge movement, actually. The author, he's just about to release, he's my good friend, Hal Elrod. He's releasing the Miracle Morning documentary movie pretty soon. So it's happening big time. And I'm so grateful to have you here today. Thank you for your sharing, and many blessings.
Thank you. Many blessings.
And now I'm just going to bring on our last speaker, and let's see if I can bring him into the spotlight here. Aloha. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I love to hear some of your wisdom that you feel you want to share with the audience about what the world could really benefit from right now in this time.
Namaste, everybody. Pranam. And everybody can hear nice and clear? So first off, I'd like to say a big thank you to Dashama for having me here, inviting me. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful thing that has been set up, bringing change makers, leaders, influencers, teachers to one place, especially during this very important time where there's huge shift going on this planet right now. And I think it's very nice how you put it before when you talked about the pandemic. And a lot of people are seeing everything that's going on as how bad everything is, or all the negativity that's going on. And it's affecting all the energies are shifting. So it's affecting people in relationships, it's affecting finances, it's affecting jobs, it's affecting a lot of these things. And it's very important that everybody comes together at this time. Because if we look at it right now, we can look at it as this big crisis that's happening. And in Chinese, when we say the word crisis, we say 危机, which actually means, 危 means danger, and 机 means 机会, means opportunity. And what they always say is that within every crisis, there is always two parts that we can look at here. Number one is there's big danger going to happen, and it's happening. And the second thing is you can look at it as it's an opportunity. And both of these things will be happening at the same time, which is very important, because this is only the difference. And for all the listeners and all the people who are watching right now, to understand that during this time, we can either be a victim of everything that's happening and see, hey, we're losing jobs and things are going terrible around the world. There's a lot of chaos happening. Or we could say, hey, actually, if we look at basic science, there is no such thing as new order or order without chaos. So if we start understanding it that way, then actually this is just renewing. This is just the process of saying we're going through that chaos to tidy everything up, which we are seeing. Which through lockdown, they see the beautiful dolphins coming out to swim and everything, and pollution dropping at the lowest levels. So there's a lot, everything is more clean everywhere. So that's why in our practices, we always talk about the creator, the preserver, the destroyer, and then it recycles again. It comes back, it's all refresh, reborn. And I think this is a very good time for individuals to, again, stop pointing the finger outwards to say, why is this happening to me? Instead, looking at everything that's arising, all the problems, whether it be financial problems that's happening with every individual right now, or whether it be relationship problems that's happening, or whether it's other things, and seeing that everything that's happening is because it's almost like the universe placing a mirror in front of you right now and saying, hey, These are all the problems. So now it's showing you the big on a magnifying glass, and it's time to correct those things. And so when we correct those and become solution focused, then we will start to see, actually, this will be our biggest pivot in our life so far. It'll be the biggest. And in this lifetime, for this whole, it doesn't matter how old you are right now, in this lifetime, this will be the biggest depression yet that's ever happened before, and that will ever happen in our lifetime anyway, in this physical reality. And so we can look at it and say, oh, well, that's really bad. Or we can look at it and say, hey, this is a huge opportunity for us to grow here. And in which spaces to grow? It was very interesting because it was only last September when I was called out by my master, Grandmaster Akshar, out to the Himalayas to go through the whole initiation. And the message that was received to go out to the world was very simple. It was saying that this body, this physical, was blessed to have been equipped with certain things that is required to make an impact in this world. And so that energy coming in to the message that needs to go out right now is very simple. For us is exactly what everybody's doing here as well, is to spread more positivity, spread more love out to this world. The second thing is actually to recruit leaders. Because at the end of the day, and this is what a great mentor of mine used to say. He used to say that right now, if you want leadership is not something about building followers. Leaders create leaders. So when we are able to bring out the best in other people, that's how we make this global change. Because at the end of the day, we can say, oh, we'll try and build as much following as we can, but one person can only do so much. And where does it come from? It comes from very simple acts of service, acts of kindness. And it goes a long, long way. And especially what Tony was talking about before. And I think this is now, it's also that age of the rise of conscious entrepreneurs. And when conscious entrepreneurs are awakening, what does this mean? It means that, hey, our entrepreneurs are awakening to say, to become a great entrepreneur in today's world, we must be of great service. We must add value to the marketplace. When we add value to the marketplace, what comes back? That's the reward. But what comes back, again, what are we going to do with all the money? We can't eat it all. So at the end of the day, this wealth will become very, very powerful. It's a powerful energy for us to actually start making more difference in the world. Especially when this whole economy and everything shifting as well with the times that are coming. And so wealth is important. Communication skills is important. Love, kindness, leadership skills is important. These things we should all be building right now. My master would always say, he says, prepare the container. He says, equip the container, become more equipped. Those who become more equipped, the universe will channel its energies through you to use you for positivity, to spread more positivity out into this world. And I think it's very important. People think, oh, where shall I start? Where shall I start? What shall I do? Actually, right now, think positive. Think of solution. Be solution focused. Keep spreading love. Keep spreading love. You can never go wrong with that. If we spread love and kindness, we cannot go wrong with that. And keep putting out goodness in service. There's this saying that says, if serving is below you, then leadership is beyond you. So I think right now is time for all of us to keep spreading this message, all help each other, all come together in love, in kindness, in oneness to make this world a better place, because the world needs positive spirits right now.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. I agree with 100% of everything that you said. And it is important, everybody, right now, more leadership, leading of your own life. Like, just be the leader of your own life. Start with that, But if you feel the call to lead others, then that's the next step from there. But definitely, positivity, spread love, and step into your fullest potential, into your light, and to be a light for this world, because the world needs it now more than ever, like you said. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Dashama. Sending love and prayers for all. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for this beautiful day. when I have a yoga school and I certify yoga teachers, and one of the things we always start the morning with this song, and so I thought to share this song with you. And it's a beautiful song because it's a song of gratitude. And what we need also to shift, sometimes if you get into, let's say, a slump in your energy and your mood or your emotions, one of the things that really helps, I mean, obviously meditation, breath work, you know, there's a lot of things. I teach yoga as well. So just practicing yoga, doing things that can make you feel good. These are all some of the solutions that we offer through yoga, through Pranashama Yoga Institute. But this song is really like one of the highlight of everybody's day. So if you would like to, we're going to sing this song together. And it's called Thank You for This Day. And, you know, if you're not a singer, don't even worry about that, because I'm not so much like a singer, but you're just going to sing from your heart. And one of the things that can really shift you if you ever have, you know, like a hard time is music. I really believe in the power of sound and sound healing. So we're going to sing this song, Thank You for This Day. Let's see if I have it on here. If not, I'm just going to sing it outside. Okay, we're going to sing it, just me leading it. Not a professional singer. But it goes like this. Thank you for this day. And then we're going to go through like a whole chorus. You're going to sing with me from home. Okay. Thank you. I want to say thank you. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so grateful to have you a part of this beautiful community. We're going to be doing more live events coming up, and every week I teach a class right here on Cure Joy Ayurveda. So we have this beautiful community, almost 10 million people, and now we're growing the community, going across different platforms to spread different messages. So we're going to be bringing on new speakers in the future as well. And I just thank you all for being a part of this. We have more events all day through Collective Evolution, Unify, Evolve, and Ascend, our partners that are a part of this all day long, streaming live on Facebook. So leave a comment, let us know how you liked it, and share this video with your friends. Be sure and tune in to all of the videos that you can today. We have a lineup of amazing speakers and offerings to enlighten and to uplift and to inspire your day, and to really help everybody to align with the best vibration on this 8-8 Lionsgate. I didn't really mention what that's all about, but in ancient Egypt, on this specific day, they built the Egyptian pyramids so that the Pyramid of Giza will align perfectly with the brightest star in the universe. It's called Sirius, and it is double as big and bright as our sun. It just happens to be farther away, so it looks smaller, but it's a very huge star in the universe. And today, it aligns with the sun and also with the Great Pyramid in Egypt. And they did that on purpose so that we can channel the energy from the universe into the earth vibration, and we can all feel that energy in our lives. And so you can harness that energy for yourself through prayer and meditation, movement and dancing, and just shining your light, setting your positive intentions, and let that be how you move throughout this day, and really take advantage of this this energy that's on the planet right now, and shift it into a positive focus, positive intention. And anybody who wants to get a free chapter of my book, it's called The Flow State, and we're going to have it available. If you go to theflowstate.co, the link will be in the description, and you can get the book chapter. It's the Universal Law of Intention, and I'm giving that away for free today for everybody who's watching. And thank you all for being here, and I give you so many blessings to your family, to your health, your happiness, your prosperity, and I'll see you again very soon. Much love and aloha. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.